Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and this time we are going to repair an Oster Osterizer blender that practically does not turn on, press the buttons and does not turn on. Well, I remind you that if you like my content, then like, comment, share, subscribe if you have not done it, but about everything like that positions us well and supports me a lot, and we help more people to solve their devices without investing a single penny. Technicians, well, don't hate me please, and well, if you want to support me, in the description you can donate me, you can follow me on Facebook, since on Facebook, I also upload content and there I answer private messages, so if you have a more private question then I can answer it. Also, if you want to support me, you don't have money because download from the TikTok application, and that helps me to have an income extra, and also you get a welcome bonus. Then there in the description is the code. Is everything for you to do, and you support me and you support yourself too. Then we are going to proceed to disassemble this Oster blender that is practically already removed the three screws that have the bottom part. For practically all Oster blenders is the same principle. The damper is damaged. In any case, it can also be coils or motor. There is no other of this type, that is, there are other more modern ones. These are the basic, but in this case, we are going to repair it without investing a single peso. We only need, if you can, a multimeter that has the option of continuity that practically everything has, or diode, or if continuity practically, or some cable in series that those have asked me how they do it. I can look for them on Google, YouTube. It's pretty easy to make them. Here we see the fuse on the right side. Here you're going to see that I struggle a little bit to test it, but it's because I'm trying to give a good angle. Then it's not necessary to battle as much as I'm doing it, but let's check the continuity, because it did not disassemble it completely, because there are times when it is nothing more than the fuse that got stuck in the blades. Something overheated, the amperage rose and the fuse was damaged. In this case, if it had continuity as we saw, we are going to check here also the carbons, and it gives you continuity, means that current is passing through. We check the wiring, also the wiring that from one end to the other. You check all those types of issues and it must be fine, but just by checking that the fuse works and that there is continuity, we know that the damage is in the card. This card, you can change them. They cost around 250 pesos if it is something high, but they can usually be repaired. Here is something that maybe you don't like very much, but well, look, and no one likes it in every restaurant. Usually, even if they say that there is not always a lot of cockroach, always, then it looks super clean. Look, it looks in excellent condition. Right now I am testing it live to check the engine. Well, it is not direct, so serious, so it has no strength. It cannot cut my fingers or do no damage. They have many cockroaches, so they get into them. I have had blenders even with mice, and from brand companies, well, very recognized restaurants. Then we are going to proceed to disassemble it to check the card. To disassemble this type of blenders, we only lift the sticker, this part. That tells us the speeds. Only with a charosquita or a knife you stretch a corner and pull it. There is no problem, and bring two cross screws. These go diagonally. Do not try to take them out straight because you will not be able to, or you are going to sweep them. They take them out in diagonal, and look, just bring these two, and as I tell you, have to be very careful with cockroaches because they can damage the cards. If it is in microwaves, I have many cases that there are no repairs left because all the tracks are full of mouse excrement. Then I mean mouse, cockroach excrement, sorry, then that is very harmful to the clues. They get to eat the clue of the card, then they no longer have a solution. Okay, let's check everything. Practically we already have this out here. You saw what I tell you. You can get them. Remember that we also sell spare parts of all kinds of appliances. The truth has been very scarce because many have asked me for spare parts, but the spare parts have been very scarce, and it is not practically the house that there is. It is very expensive, and I have decided not to buy right now, since they are going to, if I give them face because it is expensive, they will think that I want to earn a lot, and at the end of the day I almost always give them at the cost of what it costs me. Practically I only take what is out of the bag. Right now that we have it out here, we are going to disconnect what is the whole system, that is practically two cables of the damper system. I tell you, this type of repairs is quite easy. You just have to be a little calm and do it carefully. Look. We are going to check again so that you can see out here we disconnect fuse, we check here but disconnected here, that has to give us, because when we connect we are going to simulate that the multimeter, this is a voltage step or a current pass, and with the multimeter we are going to check. So when pressing it must give us continuity. If it does not, as the damper is damaged here, the easiest and simplest thing is to replace it and that's it, it's over. But in this case we are going to repair it. I'm not going to divide it into two videos so that you can see it once. Let's repair it. How they are repaired: they bring several eyebrows. This does not even bring screws, only with a flat screwdriver pushing the eyebrows, and so it comes out. And watch here with a lot of eye here at the time I take this cover look, get to know that what went up my hand reaches too. See all that is walking there because they are cockroaches. Although the card looks super good, they are cockroaches. I already cleaned them here. The problem was that when pressing, just a cockroach passed through the platinum, then it damaged it, or well, the cockroach was dead among the platinum. Then here. As we do, we are going to clean well with isopropyl alcohol. That is very important that you do it with isopropyl alcohol and not with normal alcohol, because normal alcohol has moisture. So since we have this very clean right now, yes, well clean, and you sand the platinum on the side. Left with a sandpaper 1000 to 2000. Many will tell you that it wears out. It is a sandpaper practically to polish. It will only remove the dirt. It comes out and that's it. Look, it has nothing stuck anymore. It doesn't have any cockroaches or anything. We are going to proceed now to assemble the damper. Always remember how you removed it, but it's still pretty easy, just like I'm touching it. The thin side of the card goes on the side that brings the blue or full colors of the control, and the thicker part goes on the side of the power or. The grays have already seen, and well, it's right. Now we're going to proceed to connect it, as you could see there in the background. Then I work on it because I have it connected in series. Don't always do that, disconnect, but well, the series won't go to me. It's not going to electrocute me, only the. I do like demonstrative things, it comes out, but here I'm going to show you also with the multimeter, since I used to want to do it with pure multimeter and show value this, but the truth they like it more like it to show that if it's working it comes out. And look here, and I'm going to press. I'm going to press the damper and it must give me continuity, and there it is. See if I can press it. There it is. It's already giving us continuity. So what does it mean? That this damper is already left and is already working at 100. Now it's only missing to proceed to assemble it. I'm going to give this a cut and I'm just going to put it together in a hurry. It's quite easy, as you saw, as well as I removed it. We're going to so proceed to assemble it, and that's it. I'm just going to leave you a video as I'm trying it. And with the sound of how it turned out, and well, we already have the blender ready. It's already assembled and everything is already tested, and we're going to try it again, and here it is. Look, 1, 2, and let's go. Ready. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, like it, comment, share, subscribe. And see you until next time. Ciao.